2016 featured a divisional clash in frigid Chicago. With temperatures dropping below 10 degrees prior to kickoff, the Bears looked to put the Packers on ice in order to keep their playoff hopes alive, while Green Bay jumped at the opportunity to play spoiler and knock their arch rivals out of postseason contention. But the Monsters of the Midway continue to claw their way into January football. Find out right now on NFL Replay.
So here comes Aaron Rodgers. Jaws, give me your kind of grade on Aaron Rodgers as we are now 7/8 through this season.
You know, it's been a B+ as far as his performance. Certainly you can find some things wrong, his inability late in games to take over games and guide his team to victory. But overall, the body of his work this season has been very good when you consider the circumstances he had to take the position at.
There's no Brandon Jackson for the Packers tonight, so most of the running will be done by Ryan Grant. And first one's a toss, and it's caught by Greg Jennings. Doing it in front of Corey Graham, a gain of about 7 yards, and the pushing and shoving begins. You'll see a lot of that tonight. After the 5-yard flag, 2nd and 7, and Grant will run for about 3 yards. Lance Briggs and Mike Brown on the tackle. Lance Briggs going to the Pro Bowl. Brown, the captain, back there at his strong safety spot. Pressure from the Bears. Rodgers throw complete for the first down. It's Driver does so much of his work in between the numbers, shy of midfield, and the game's first down.
Mike, you nailed it. You talk about Donald Driver. He loves to work in that 5-yard area between the numbers. That's usually where guys get beat up pretty good, but Donald Driver is tough. Here, the quick release from Aaron Rodgers gets up on his toes to throw over the line, puts the ball right on the numbers of Donald Driver. In weather like this, you want to have accurate throws.
With the midfield stripe, Ryan Grant to the left, John Kuhn leading the way with the block gains, just a couple of yards. Brown starting the defense, Urlacher finishing. Donald Lee, the motion man, a 2nd and 8, throw to Jennings on that edge with Corey Graham. And you could see on that play how tentative the footing is. Outside the numbers is very difficult for the players to get any footing.
Yeah, Mike, I was actually down in the field about an hour ago, and the middle of the field's not very good either, but really on the edges, it is frozen. I think corners are going to have to be very, very careful about driving routes, because one little slip, the wide receiver's going to run right by him for a big play.
Needing to get to the 40 for a first down. The Bears bring 4. Pressure from Tommy Harris. The throw by Rodgers is just out of bounds, and it will be 4th down. The Bears and Kyle Orton taking over at their own 15. First play to the air for Greg Olsen. Their terrific tight end, 2nd on the Bears in receptions. He gains a half dozen in front of Aaron Rouse.
That's really what the Bears are about, the short passing game. In fact, in that first matchup against the Packers, which the Bears were crushed, 21 times Greg Olsen lined up, split out as a wide receiver. They like to get him the ball. He can also go deep with double move routes.
Since that ankle injury you see talked about at the bottom of the screen, Orton has not been as productive. It is his 2nd season as the Bears starting quarterback, with 2 seasons on the bench in between. Matt Forte with the carry for a couple of yards. Rouse made the tackle. Bunch to the right, and they run up the middle with Forte, and the Packer defense is there with Aaron Kampman making the first penetration, so Chicago goes 3 and out, and they'll punt it to the Packers.
Still to come, the Bears defense takes a stand and does something for the 24th consecutive game.
Hester's bottom of the screen. Al Harris ready to hit him in the man-to-man. 3rd down for Orton, who throws the other side. Receiver slip trying to cut back. That was Brandon Lloyd. The pass is incomplete, and the Bears go 3 and out for the 2nd consecutive drive. Wind is at the back, going right to left, and a good first punt from Brad Maynard, who's excellent, excellent cold weather kicker. This one considerably shorter. Will Blackman missed it, never touched it. It's going to go and be touched at the 2. Did the Bears control it before taking it into the end zone? Bears fans think it was touched. Let's see on the replay. I didn't think Blackmon touched it, but we'll check it out one more time. That'll be the conversation. Does Blackmon touch it? You saw the white kick up on the chalk. To get a second look at that. It didn't touch his hands. Doesn't touch his feet. No, doesn't look like it changes. No. And then the Bears were trying to down it.
Ruling on the field, the ball did not touch the receiving team player. Kicking team player carried the ball into the end zone. Therefore, it is a touchback.
And Lovie will challenge now, and we'll see exactly what he's going to challenge. Just threw the flag, and here's Ron Winter.
Chicago has challenged the ruling on the field, but the ball did not touch the receiving team player.
Okay, so we'll take a peek at it one more time. Live, it looked like it was clean to me, and then on the replay, I didn't see the trajectory of the ball change if it would have touched Will Blackmon's leg. This angle, it looks like the ball touches the front of his foot and then moves forward. From the side angle, it doesn't look like the trajectory changed.
The ruling on the field stands. It is a touchback. Ball is first and 10 on the 20-yard line. Chicago is charged with their first team timeout.
That was very close. Originally, I thought no chance, but that end zone shot showed it was very, very close.
Drive 3 for the Packers. They have 2 first downs in their first 2 drives. Grant sweeping to his right and going nowhere. Boy, the Bears are really aggressive on defense. Nick Roach, the second-year backer from Northwestern, north of here, made the tackle. Throws on the run complete for the first down at the 33-yard line. Good job by Rodgers to keep it alive. The rookie Jordy Nelson, his 31st catch of the year.
Yeah, this is where Aaron Rodgers really excels. Outside the pocket, he's got 112.7 quarterback rating, which is phenomenal. You can see right down here, when he gets outside the pocket, he's looking downfield. He looks for the pass option first. Look at his eyes downfield, looking for a receiver. Then he finds Jordy Nelson. Doesn't tuck the ball away, looking to run, looks to complete the pass, get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Rodgers, another first down throw out of the compressed pocket. The fullback Kuhn propels himself to the 45-yard line. He laid the lick on Lance Briggs and Kevin Payne. But a gain of 13. Kuhn, his 3rd catch on the season.
Yeah, nice job by Aaron Rodgers. The Bears went into zone defense. They dropped everyone deep. You had Kuhn just check down over the middle. A lot of teams call this check middle. Look downfield, look downfield. It's zone coverage. Hey, take a positive play. Of course, Kuhn makes it a little more positive, running over a couple people.
It's been more passing than running for the Packers. Out of the pass look, they draw it with Grant for just a yard. Deflected, a job by Manning, and it is intercepted into the waiting arms of Alex Brown. His 5th career interception for the D lineman.
Alex Brown, you know, normally I don't know exactly how many interceptions he's gotten in his career, but it seems like he's gotten more than most defensive linemen get. That was a big one for him. Big with Danielle Manning to tip the ball, for Alex to intercept it.
6 plays, 14 yards for Chicago in the first 2 drives. Orton to Hester, using the speed. Near the first down at the 38-yard line. Charles Woodson over to make the tackle.
Yeah, this is what Devin Hester brings to their offense. You want to get him the ball in space. Here he just runs a little stop route in the middle of the field. You see A.J. Hawk in the coverage. That's not going to work. Devin Hester's just too quick. Going to be tough for Hawk to make that play. You start playing those zone covers, you check the ball down to Hester. He's going to give you a lot of first downs. In this case, 2nd and about a half yard.
He's too quick for a real Hawk. Yeah, not just a guy named Hawk.
2nd and 1, a quick count run with Forte, who had a toe injury, curtailed his practice this past week, but he gets the first down at the 37-yard line, the first down of the game for the Bears. 1st and 10, Forte, nice job trying to cut back upfield. Forte seeking space to the right, but Roberto Garza got no push on the D-line. Ryan Pickett, who was in on that last play, my mistake a moment ago, makes the tackle and brings us to the end of the first quarter. The 34, 3rd and 8. Packers bring some pressure. Orton cannot get away. He'll gain a yard, but a good job to chase him down by Jason Hunter out of Appalachian State. 3rd year in the league. He forced a fumble on Rex Grossman for a touchdown in the meeting at Lambeau.
I don't think in the first half we converted to 3rd down, or not too many of them. It seems like it's just been like that for a couple weeks now, so we got to do a better job. A, putting ourselves in manageable 3rd downs, and B, when we get those situations, convert.
When NFL replay returns, a little trickery by the Packers special teams helps get the offense going.
Rodgers throws, complete to Driver, trying to stop on a dime and lose Corey Graham. He got to the 23-yard line for the first down. Not an easy night to be a DB, especially outside the numbers with the footing so poor. Rodgers, good strike in the middle for Driver again. Payne makes the tackle at the 40, but it's a first down pickup of a dozen.
Yeah, really nice job by Donald Driver. You understand he had Lance Briggs on his hip. He kind of bended that back to the inside. An excellent anticipation by Aaron Rodgers. You'll see the throw right there. Get it on the numbers again. I like the accuracy of the throw. In weather like this, you want to put it on the body. Really good job right there by Driver, shielding himself from Lance Briggs.
I miscounted by 1 stripe. It's a gain of 17. Driver has 4 grabs on the night. Toss Grant. Couldn't get a push from Jason Spitz. The offensive line was pushed back. Tommy Harris leading the charge, a loss of 2. 2nd and 11 for Rodgers, and Ryan Grant gets plastered by Lance Briggs. Still a pickup about 6, with 3rd and 5 coming up. Playing a cat and mouse game with Rodgers. He's got nobody to go to. Now finds Rodgers to keep the play alive.
No question. You know, quarterbacks this league have to extend the play. The mobility is an option. Here, Rodgers, great protection in the pocket, looking downfield. He's ready to run right there. He kind of tucked the ball, but then he saw there was nowhere to go. Now he's looking for a lane, nothing there. Now the eyes come back up downfield, and he finds his receiver, Greg Jennings. Well done.
Play action, back to Jennings. Got it to the 38-yard line. Throwing on 3rd and a couple. Downfield for Jordy Nelson. Incomplete. Great play by Corey Graham again. 4th down. Packers likely to punt it.
Yeah, Corey Graham was in perfect position, riding that hip of Jordy Nelson down the field. In fact, boy, look at that. Look at that right there. Just beautifully done by Corey Graham at the last second, reaching his arm up, seeing the football, tipping it away. Boy, that is textbook corner coverage.
8th NFL start. He came in once Nathan Vasher was hurt. Jeremy Kapanos will try to do what Brad Maynard just did. It's a snap to the backup quarterback, Matt Flynn, out of LSU, who runs for a first down at the 30-yard line. Well, the Bears didn't recognize that Flynn was there as the personal protector. They should have called timeout when they saw that. They didn't, and the Packers keep the drive alive.
Or the defense has to be aware. Not unless they call a timeout. But you see number 10. Wow, you're not normally going to see a number 10 as your protector up in the middle of that offensive line. Flynn looked downfield to throw the football. Took it for the first down with the run.
Packers keep this drive alive with a fake punt, so it's the 10th play of the drive that started back inside their own 10. Ryan Grant runs to the right to the 25-yard line. Grant up the middle to the 13. Mike Brown makes the tackle, but it's another first down for Green Bay.
Brian Urlacher guessed where the play was going. He lost his discipline of holding his spot in the middle. He guessed, he was wrong. It was a gasher up the middle by Ryan Grant.
9 first downs for Green Bay, 1 for Chicago. Grant, met by Kevin Payne, only gains a yard. At the 13, Grant right, put a foot in the ground and cut it up the field to the 7. Again, this drive started way back at the 10-yard line. It's been very impressive. Rodgers very good in the red zone. Fires, touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Greg Jennings, his 9th touchdown reception of the year, and a terrific 91-yard half the quarter drive puts the Packers on the board first.
And that was a laser by Aaron Rodgers. It just whistled by Lance Briggs. You'll see the ball just tightly out of his hand. There's Lance Briggs, number 55, just can't even get his arms up quick enough to knock that ball down. And Greg Jennings, yard deep in the end zone, squeezes it in.
When we return, Ryan Grant looks to give the Packers a 2-score lead.
Grant turning the corner, accelerating, and Ryan Grant is in.
Let's flash back to Week 11, the last meeting between these two franchises. Aaron Rodgers threw for 2 scores, while Ryan Grant and the Packers' running game pummeled Chicago for nearly 200 rushing yards. The Packers' defense would add to the rout by returning a Kyle Orton fumble 54 yards for a touchdown in what turned into a 37-3 throttling of the Bears. The Chicago's playoff hopes on the line. Would today's outcome be any different?
Danielle Manning's made an impact as a kickoff return man for the Bears over the last month. Touchdown last game against New Orleans. Manning through the middle. Danielle Manning hanging on as Jared Bush finally able to bring him down at the 28-yard line. 71 yards for Manning. They took Devin Hester off kickoff return, put Manning on, and the kid from Abilene Christian's been making magic.
Well, he just sets the wall right here. He yells go, and he is gone. An excellent job by the wedge of just blowing a big old hole, and Danielle Manning does the rest and carries defenders for about 18 to 20 yards.
That's like bull riding, where guys are just piling on, and he keeps going. He keeps, look at this.
He is not going to be denied.
Very impressed with Danielle and how he's just really, you know, kind of elevated the team a little bit. Now everyone is getting up every time he goes back to return the kicks. He's a good athlete, maybe the best athlete on our football team, and just glad to see that he's getting more confidence in himself.
2.5 times the Bears' total yardage for the game on that kick return. Now will they make him pay? Orton up top, complete. Brandon Lloyd catches it at the 13. First down, Bears.
Really nice job by Kyle Orton in the pocket. He was looking left, then he slid a bit left. We'll take a look at it here. Here's Kyle Orton off the play action fake. Left, not there. Here comes the pressure. Get rid of the football. Nice throw down low. Only Brandon Lloyd can go down and get it. Good job by Lloyd getting his numbers down to the football, not just reaching down. Get your numbers down, make the catch, elbows under the ball. Beautiful job by Brandon Lloyd.
Bears in the red zone. They're about an average team in here. Forte with a nose into the pile for a gain of 2 to the 11. Orton pressured and goes down with Mike Montgomery. Wow, that's breaking news. A defensive lineman not named Campman with a sack for the Packers.
And this purely is one of those coverage sacks that we hear so much about. The Packers in a man-to-man defense. You'll see right there, everyone locked on man-to-man. Hawk takes Forte in the flat. Now no one open. Orton's got a hold on the football. Here comes the pressure, and Mike Montgomery gets the sack.
Campman was the only D lineman who had multiple sacks this year until that one for Montgomery. 3rd and 10. Olsen, the tight end in the slot near side. Orton's throw off the hands of Hester and incomplete. Boy, Hester was in space and might have had room to take it in. Field goal attempt coming.
That clearly is one of those opportunities you have to take advantage of. You got Hester coming underneath. Here he comes underneath Hawk. He settles in that zone, and that is just a just a laser that Orton
Is
throws.
Hester supposed to catch the ball?
Well, again, he's in tight quarters.
He's learning on the job to be a wide receiver. Is he supposed to catch the ball?
Take a little bit off the throw. Put it on his numbers, not the high throw. That's a tough catch with the ball with that much velocity on it.
31-yard field goal attempt. Robbie Gould, outstanding poor weather kicker, knocks it through. First down, play action, big shot. Donald Driver downfield. Did he hold on? No. What a great effort. Perfect throw. Corey Graham beat by a half step. Driver slow to get up.
Well, the Packers do try to go for the home run. Boy, what an excellent throw from Aaron Rodgers. Driver just could not hold on to the football. That field is rock hard. That hurt. Aaron thought he had one there.
From the 42, Ryan Grant. Oh, what a hit by Mike Brown.
Good evening.
That was an exorcist hit. His entire body spun around on that one.
Whoa. Fortunately, he was slipping a little bit with that left leg, but not with the upper body.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Mike.
Not with the upper body. Not with the upper body.
Still think a big man can't sell? Boom.
3rd and 7. Bears, a lot of them on the defensive line. Now they back out into zone. Rodgers down the middle. Caught for the first down by James Jones. Good job by Rodgers to hang in with the pressure. The gain, 18.
Yeah, good pass protection. And when the quarterback allows the play to develop 20 yards downfield, you got to give some love to the offensive lineman. You'll see James Jones right here, pushes up the field, just comes inside nicely. Look at the catch. Catches the ball in the hands. It's 12 degrees below zero, the wind chill factor. He looked the ball in beautifully and caught it in his hands. You see the depth of this Packer receiving for it.
Boy, Packers pass game really good tonight in the cold weather. Rodgers has been excellent. Ryan Grant up the middle. Pulled down from behind as he was heading off another first down. Corey Graham made the tackle. Play action, Rodgers working this side of the field. Complete to Torrey Humphrey. Tight end out of Central Michigan in his 3rd year. First down inside the 15. Mike Brown with the stop. And guys, in plays, in yards, in first downs, which are now 13-2, the Packers are beating up the Bears, who have Mike Brown hobbling off the field.
Yeah, it looks like the Packers are the team with a sense of urgency playing for the playoff spot. Here's the misdirection play. Now all of a sudden you get on the perimeter. Now you got time to look downfield. And what does Aaron Rodgers see? Torrey Humphrey wide open in the flat. Give him the football. He turns it up.
Rodgers, fabulous down here in the red zone. Screen to Grant. Got one block. Over Stouts. Grant to the end zone. Touchdown. We told you Mike Brown went out. Craig Stouts replaced him. And Grant ran right through him. Packers lead by 10.
When you throw the screen pass, the quarterback is playing a game with the defense. You want to draw the defense to you. That's what Aaron Rodgers does. Does a real nice job of getting Anthony Adams up the field, allowing him to get to his face, and dumps it off out in the flat. And the rest is Ryan Grant.
The feeling on the field was that we were going to win. I mean, we felt good from the start. We had a couple first downs, changed the field position, and then once we started getting wrong a little bit, we felt very confident that they weren't able to stop us.
As we head to halftime, the Packers extend their lead. But still to come, a mistake on special teams helps rejuvenate a hungry Bears team.
It glanced off a Packer. Fight for the football. And the Bears have it.
At halftime, the Packers lead the Bears 14-3. Chicago's offense was limited to just 48 total yards, while Aaron Rodgers threw 2 touchdown passes, including one to Ryan Grant before the end of the half to make it a 2-score game. Now let's send you back to Chicago for the second half.
Where will they get some offense from? Orton, first play. Pass is complete. Their tight end game is usually strong for them. They go to Desmond Clark there. 2nd and 6, Matt Forte runs up the middle, just shy of the 35-yard line. Orton wrapped up. Mike Montgomery gets to him and helps bring him down. So Mike Montgomery and Ryan Pickett combine as Green Bay sacks Orton for the 3rd time tonight.
Yeah, this is a Green Bay Packer pass rush that has not been very good this season. Once again, they do a great job of that mush rush, just collapse the pocket right around Kyle Orton. Again, good coverage downfield. The Packers are staying with those man-to-man schemes. They're giving small windows, if any window, for Kyle Orton to throw into.
Brad Maynard to kick to Will Blackman, so the Bears get 0 momentum out of the locker room. Player, it's a live ball, and the Bears get there. Jason Davis recovers as it bounced up off the foot of Jared Bush, and the Bears, desperate for a break, get another one in special teams.
This is a sudden change in the football game. You have to make something happen when there is a sudden change. Blackman calling, get away. This is just a good break for the Chicago Bears.
We have gotten a lot of plays from our special teams, but we're set up that way. We practice that way. We rely on our special teams. The third phase wins football games for you. It's kind of as simple as that.
You know, they're not playing very well if you want to look at it from their end. The momentum's clearly on our sideline. Our sideline has a ton of energy, and we give them a big shot in the arm on the punt. So I mean, there's plays like that 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 factor in the outcome of games.
And now will the Bears take a shot? Woodson guards Hester at the top of your screen. 1st and 10 Chicago. Pump with the shoulders. The throw is incomplete, and it was almost going the other way for a Nick Collins record-tying 4th pick 6 of the year.
The Green Bay defense is daring the Bears to throw the football. They are just putting their corners in the press, bump, and run position. They're bringing the safety here. You see Rouse down in the box. They're saying, go ahead, try to beat us. And right now, the Bears can't beat them. Al Harris, Charles Woodson just getting in the face, playing man-to-man coverage. And, of course, Tramon Williams, the 3rd corner, doing a good job as well.
One completion over 10 yards all night for the Bears. Forte splits out. Strike by Orton. Complete inside the 6 to Des Clark. In front of the safety, Aaron Rouse. 1st down and goal, Chicago.
That's the matchup you want to try to exploit. Rouse is not a starting caliber safety. You get the matchup. You get Clark on Rouse. He beats him easily. There's 2 yards of separation right there. You're not going to beat the corners for the Green Bay Packers. You got to work back to the inside. Work to Clark. Work to Olsen. Match against a safety or a linebacker.
After the Bears' longest play of the night, 1st and goal, a chance to get back in the game. The give is to Forte. He has not come close to breaking anything, but he kept the pile moving to the 3 with Aaron Campman holding on.
We haven't heard his name much at all on your call tonight. They haven't put the ball in Forte's hands much at all.
Not at all. Well, they haven't established anything in the running game, so every time
but they haven't swung a pass to him like they usually do.
Just 10 carries on the night, Tony, for 20 yards, and this from a back who has over 1,100 yards. He had a quiet productivity game against New Orleans. In these situations down by the goal line of late, the Bears have gone with their 1st-round pick, Chris Williams, number 74, as an eligible receiver, lining up as an extra lineman. He's on the near side. Ron Forte, not going anywhere. Brandon Schiller over, and this Green Bay defense that has been used as a punching bag a couple of the last games is showing up here inside the 5.
Yeah, they're just selling out in this goal line situation. Everyone is attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. Now you're almost forced to have to throw the football. I always believe it's best to throw the ball on 1st down if you're going to throw it at all. Once you get in the manhood game down here, now you got 3rd down. They're actually going backwards. Now there's a little more pressure on the offense. They're going to spread them out, and they're going to throw the football here.
And you see how bad they've been inside the 5. Greg Olsen, the tight end, with height, goes to the top of the screen. Fake to Forte. Olsen got it. Chicago Bear touchdown.
This is exactly the reason the Chicago Bears drafted Greg Olsen. He's one of those hybrid tight ends that can play inside, play outside. He's matched against the corner, Tramon Williams, and beats him easily for the Bears touchdown.
The Bears finally get in the end zone. But when we return, Kyle Orton makes a crucial mistake.
Second drive of the half for the Packers. They lead by 4. Slant, driver. Caught it. Gain 5. Tackle made by Charles Tillman. Out of the snap was Scott Wells. 2nd and 5 for Aaron Rodgers. Grant. In with a couple. Ogunleye hit him. Bears bring pressure. It's picked up. Shot down the field for the tight end, Jermichael Finley, who beat Kevin Payne coverage and takes it to the 32-yard line. A pickup of 34.
Aaron Rodgers in the pocket, knows he's got 1-on-1 on the outside. And look at the arc on this ball. Down the field, he drops it over the top. Just as well done. Payne didn't have bad coverage, but the throw was absolutely perfect. But you get the matchup with Finley on the safety, Payne, and an excellent throw.
In Green Bay, they say, hooray! Finley only had 3 catches for 10 yards all year. Ryan Grant runs into Craig Stelz, and he only gets to the 29 after the contact, a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6. Bears bring 5. A Rodgers shot for driver incomplete. Donald wanted pass interference on Charles Tillman, not called.
It was very close. Charles Tillman may have had the arm around the back. His driver cut to the inside on the skinny post. Take a look at it here. 12 steps, break it to the inside. Here comes Tillman. Kind of got that arm wrapped around the back, no call. 5-step drop, get the ball out in 2.1 seconds. Ooh, he does kind of grab that arm.
Oh, kind of.
I think the Mr. Driver has a legitimate complaint.
Now 3rd down. From here, a field goal would be about 45 yards with a swirling wind hurting. Bears brought 4. Rodgers throws off the hands of Driver. 4th down. Let's see if they'll bring out Crosby for the field goal attempt. Yes, they will. Guys who kick in bad weather are usually pretty consistent in these conditions. Crosby, 25 of 29 this year from 46 yards. Out of the hold of Matt Flynn. Left, no good. Urlacher got up there and really changed the view and may have even gotten a piece. I'm not sure. Urlacher got way up there, that initial jump, and the Bears will take over in decent field position.
The Bears offense needs to mount a drive. They've been getting good field position. They got to sustain some offense. Look at Urlacher come over the top. As Mike said, just create, a little pressure up the middle. May have got a finger on that one, but it really wasn't a solid kick.
I don't think he got it.
I don't think so either. Yeah, but he got up in that window where you want to kick it. Yeah. The 36, Adrian Peterson runs for a couple of yards. Orton to the tight end. Olsen complete shy of midfield. 1st down, Chicago.
What a great route by Greg Olsen. He's matched against Charles Woodson. The Packers are taking an all-pro corner and putting him on the tight end. You'll see Olsen come off the ball. Nice stick to the outside. Create some separation and a nice throw from Kyle Orton, putting it on the body. This kid has incredible skills as a receiver. When you put an all-pro corner on him, that shows respect that they have for him.
Play action, Orton. Underneath for Peterson, threw it right to Charles Woodson. Woodson's 6th interception of the year. And going to the Pro Bowl, got a big block from Aaron Rouse and is taken down to the 30-yard line.
Just a play a quarterback can't make in this situation. I've heard coaches week in and week talk about seeing the throw. You must see the throw. See the flight of the ball to your receiver. Make sure there's no one in the middle. Kyle Orton didn't see that. He's trying to throw the crossing route, and Woodson is right in the lane.
played a little bit more zone this time, and on the first pick, I thought it was man coverage, and Charles was sitting right there in zone coverage, so just kind of tricked me on that one.
For Woodson, his 6th interception on the year, 4th in the league. There are 3 men with 7, Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, and Michael Griffin of Tennessee. Rodgers tries to make them pay. Pass caught, sliding down. Great job to grab it by Jordy Nelson in front of Corey Graham. First down. 18, a run blitz. Grant tackled by Stelz to the 15-yard line. Grant was 1 step away from taking that all the way. 2nd and 7, Grant. What a play by Briggs. What a play by Briggs. John Kuhn was there to block him, and Briggs blew him up, got to the ball carrier, and will end the 3rd quarter with a loss of yardage. 3rd and 8, empty backfield. Pressure comes. Underneath, it's caught by Deshaun Wynn, who stopped a yard shy of the first down by Corey Graham. Depending on the mark, they needed to get to the 8. They put it down at the 9. Should kick a field goal here and try to go up 7.
But again, an excellent job by Aaron Rodgers. You'll see Rodgers, you see Briggs, you see the blitz on the outside from Anderson. Get the ball out of your hand. It was a blitz where the protection could not pick it up. You have to adjust. The Packers did, but it's still going to be a hair short, I believe.
They are a full yard short.
What do they have to lose?
It's a 4-point game.
What do they have to lose?
A field goal puts you up 7. You would go for it a full yard short?
I know. In the situation they're in, what difference does it make?
Okay. Interesting. 4th and 1. Wynn's got it. Got a first down to the 5-yard line. Good job by the left side of the Green Bay line. And Wynn was in instead of Ryan Grant. And the 2nd-year man out of Florida picks it up.
You know, in that earlier matchup, the Packers had 200 yards running the football predominantly over the left side out of the I formation with the lead fullback going inside. They went back to what they did well in the last matchup and worked the left side.
Darren College, Chad Clifton on that side, clearing the way. Grant's back in for 1st and goal. Play action. Rodgers has room to the corner for Humphrey. Graham, who's been everywhere tonight, covering the tight end. There you go, Jaws. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns, but the pressure pushed his offensive tackle, Tony Mall, back into him. And Tommy Harris, a Pro Bowl alternate, made the stop.
Aaron Rodgers has mobility. So he can run quarterback draws here, but the key was they forgot to block. Wally Ogunleye came in quick. Tommy Harris came in quick. They had a little stunt on the inside. It was very effective.
I talked about Rodgers in the red zone and not making mistakes. Throwing the ball down there 50 times, has not been picked off. And 1 out of every 3 has been a touchdown. 3rd and goal. Pressure, Rodgers fires, incomplete. Kevin Payne knocked it down. And now the Packers will go for the field goal.
Didn't convert on that 1st and goal. You got to get a touchdown there to go up 2 scores, as well as our defense was playing, and as well as they cover the pass. They'd be playing downhill there with a 2-score lead.
Still to come, another Kyle Orton error puts the Bears' season in jeopardy.
From the 30-yard line, Matt Forte back in the game. Did not play the last couple of series. The rookie out of Tulane running hard for a gain of 4 yards. Orton looking for the tight end. Desmond Clark could not pull it in as he was hand fighting with Nick Collins.
You know, as you watch this Bears offense and you see that throw to Desmond Clark just go off his hands, every ball is contested.
Yes.
You know, you don't see separation where the quarterback has a big window to throw the ball into. Almost every ball thrown, there's a Packer around him. Every throw's contested.
3rd and 6, they'll do it out of the shotgun. Bears down 7. Need to win to stay alive in the playoff chase. Orton made space, got it complete to Clark. First down at the 41-yard line in front of Tramon Williams.
Yeah, that was a good job by Kyle Orton. There was a pressure from the outside, and that's what the quarterback has to do. Allow your offensive tackles to take that pass rush to the outside. You'll see Orton right here. Stays right in that pocket. There's the pressure. Step up. Know where your alternate receivers are. He goes to an alternate receiver for the first down. That's a nice job. Nope, it is a first down. Correct.
Yes. Swing to Forte. Got space. First down. Matt Forte into Packer territory at the 44-yard line. Pickup of 15 for the rookie.
Again, Forte is an excellent receiver out of the backfield. He is the Bears' leading receiver, and he's a running back. Does a real nice job. Orton does a good job of allowing Cameron to come in on him and then get rid of the football. And Forte in space makes people miss, gets the first down.
That was the first catch of the night for Forte. 59, team leading, as you said, on the season. Bears starting to put together a drive here. Orton, play action, tight end, Olsen, right at the line. Looks like another Bears first down in front of Nick Collins.
Olsen is just a really tough matchup for the Green Bay Packers. He's been beating Woodson, their all-pro corner. Now you're going to get a match against Nick Collins, their all-pro safety. He's just doing a real good job of getting open, and I love the way he catches the ball with his hands. It's like 15 below. He doesn't body the ball. He reaches out and snags it out of the air, attacks the football, moves the chains.
From the 34, again, play action with Forte. Orton just gets rid of it as his receiver over here, Desmond Clark, was involved with the linebacker, Brandon Chiller, and they let Aaron Campbell come in with pressure. Orton. Marty Booker. No. Third down.
Marty Booker's got to make this catch. That's right between the 8 and the 6, and you know, you could pick on Kyle Orton if you want, but you know, you got to get some help too.
Booker, the only Pro Bowl receiver the Bears have had in 37 years, 1971. Third and 10. First drive the Bears have had tonight that's lasted more than 5 plays. Can they keep it going? Orton intercepted. Nick Collins with the pick. Collins, who took 3 back this year, is tackled by Roberto Garza. So not even an opportunity to kick the field goal. It's an interception thrown by Orton.
If you read Kyle Orton's eyes, he will take you to the football. He stared down the route. Nick Collins read it beautifully. He was reading the eyes of Kyle Orton, took him right to the football.
Packers take over at their own 29, 9:36 left. Play pass, Rodgers to Driver. Not touched yet. Well, I guess he was, the 45, I beg your pardon. Driver is thinking the same thing I did, that Danielle Manning didn't touch him. But it's a first down nonetheless. Gain of 16.
Got to like the call by Mike McCarthy. You know, you got to figure the Bears going to load up the line of scrimmage. They do. You're going to get the one-on-one coverage. Excellent job in the pocket and throw the strike where you're going to get Donald Driver matched against Daniel Manning, and he beats him one-on-one.
He caught it on his knees, and the Bear receiver dropped it on him.
6 grabs for Driver, 63 yards on the night. Ryan Grant comes to the left. And out of Notre Dame, the Golden Domer, and fighting Irish country down here in Chicago, gains 3 yards. Grant right, great play, Tommy Harris. 3rd and long coming up, diving inside of 8 minutes in regulation.
Well, the key to stopping the run on a consistent basis is penetration. Tommy Harris does a terrific job of exploding into the backfield, just right between that guard and that center, and he is in the backfield, almost took the handoff from Aaron Rodgers.
Long 3rd down, halfway through the 4th. All 7 Bears come underneath. It's deflected. That pressure from Danielle Manning in these nickel situations has been a winner for the Bears here tonight. Bad kick, Kapanos. Hester on the run to the 25. Looking for space. Hester across the 40 and out to the 48-yard line. So decent field position for the Bears at the 7-14 mark.
Next on NFL Replay, Matt Forte provides a much-needed spark for the Bears offense.
Handoff, Forte, stutters up, Forte fighting for extra yardage, and he's in!
Bears down a touchdown. The rookie Forte would have bounced to the outside, and Matt Forte into the secondary to the 24-yard line. First down, Chicago, a gain of 26.
And that's why Matt Forte is valuable, you know, because he's got, is it 36% of all their yards this year?
Yes, sir.
36%, he's a rookie. They need him, and he can't sit out.
And Desmond Clark, the tight end, did a great job of sealing to the inside, allowing Matt Forte to get to the outside.
Sometimes, you know, you just got to make a play, you know. Sometimes a run is designed to go in there. You know, they were packing it up tight in the middle, so I just bounced it to the outside and, you know, just kind of jump-started the run again right there.
Yeah, it was big. It was huge. You know, the offensive line did a nice job on that, and Matt made a great read and bounced it to the outside, and I think that gave us that spark that we were looking for, you know, that we weren't getting, and we weren't doing much on offense. We needed something to happen, and he gave us a great run there.
Officially given 28 yards. Forte comes to the right, got a block to the 15-yard line, spilled there by Nick Collins. 2nd and 2.
He must have been taking a nap when we didn't see him before, when they put the other backs in.
I think
it's great now.
I'm sorry, Tony. I think what you'll see right now is Ron Turner put the ball in the hands of Matt Forte and put the hat on the offensive line to win this football game, or at least tie it up right here.
Heck of a block by Olin Kreutz, the center, pulling on that play. Forte, 3rd straight time, gets the first down to the 12-yard line. And they're doing it for themselves. They do it for their franchise. I got to tell you, the wind chill's been below 0. We've said it all night. This place is packed. These fans have been behind their team that honestly gave them a garbage offensive effort for 3 quarters. This place will erupt if the Bears score and tie the game.
And they're all standing right now, every single one of them.
Hester to the top, Lloyd to the bottom. Olsen lines up back there to block for Forte. And the Packers bow their necks on defense, stopped at the 11. Gain of 1.5 yards. Packer fans have to be antsy. These are the situations where their defense in the last month has come up empty. Olsen split in the slot with Hester up top, keeping it on the ground. Forte. Their third, about 5 coming up inside of 5 minutes left.
The Bears may be in 4-down area right here. We don't know how many times they're going to get good field position. You may want to try to tie this baby up on this drive.
Good call, Jaws. Hester in motion. Orton throws. Caught. Hester. What a job by Brandon Schiller, who wouldn't let him stretch for the first down. 4th and about 1 yard plus. They need to get to the 3, and they're going to go.
It's probably less than 1 yard, Mike. But you're right, an excellent tackle by Brandon Schiller, tackling the elusive Devin Hester in space.
It is Forte pushing forward. He ran into Ryan Pickett, and I don't know.
He got it. I believe he got it.
Check the spot here with 3:29 to go. I don't know.
Wow, it's very close. I thought he had it. Not looking at the TV replay, I'm looking at the field. I thought he had it. There was a good push by the offensive line up front. Boy, and you're right. Ryan Pickett was like a stone wall right there.
And, you know, Jaws, the ball is deep in his body. It's not forward. So it's the penetration of the ball. They have to measure. You could challenge a spot via replay. The Bears are only down to 1 timeout. Oh, did he get it by the nose? Yes! First down, Bears. Wow.
That was tight.
Based on the communication upstairs, I didn't feel I had enough information to challenge it at that point in time. I felt the timeouts were important based on moving forward with the game.
You're going to give it to Matt Forte, and you're going to put it on that offensive line. That's Chicago Bear football.
1st and goal for the Bears, down 7. Forte behind the fullback Davis to the end zone. And in! Touchdown, Chicago Bears!
Right up the middle, Matt Forte carrying Aaron Rouse into the end zone.
You know, a lot of times when your backs are really up against the wall, the best in you comes out, and that's what's happened to us. And at the end, again, we needed big plays, and the offense, for our season to continue, the offense had to make a stand, and they did.
Still to come, the Bears' special teams makes a play to save their season.
Crosby is blocked. Crosby has it blocked by the Bears. Oh, Chicago comes.
Gold with a little pooch kick. Tough to field. Blackman waits for it at the 18. Has a seam on the near side. Adrian Peterson sends it to the sideline. Horse collar out of bounds. Give the Packers the ball at the Bears' 40-yard line. Big mistake by a guy who's usually reliable in those situations, Adrian Peterson.
And for a minute, it looked like disaster for the Packers as that ball hit the ground.
Actually, the runner was out of bounds. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit out of bounds. Number 29 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Could have either one, late hit or horse collar.
Terrible penalty. That's a terrible penalty.
And where he went out of bounds was farther ahead than I thought it was, and you can take it to the 35-yard line.
They are literally in field goal range already for Mason Crosby.
47 the total gain on the kick return and the penalty. The Bears only have one timeout remaining. Rodgers will throw it on first down. Incomplete, intended for Ruvel Martin. And Rodgers, this point in the game, the last few weeks.
He has been trailing, and he has thrown interceptions. The worst times of his career have come late in the fourth quarter with the lead recently. It hasn't worked at all. The great shadow that Brett Favre casts over Aaron Rodgers can be dispelled only by winning these games when these opportunities present themselves. Because even if Favre didn't win 95 by coming back, even if it was only in the 20s, he had enough magic that everybody thinks he won it every time they were down, and Rodgers has to do that.
From the 35, quick hit, Greg Jennings on the edge. What a play by Corey Graham out of New Hampshire. He's been very good tonight. Third and long coming up. And you talk about those numbers, Tony, all seasons 0-7. And Jaws, as we watch the play by Graham, what has Rodgers not done in these late game situations this year?
I'm sorry, my guy's watching that replay right there, but I think what Rodgers has to do is not force the throw. You know, he's been very good in the red zone, but take what the defense gives you. He's been too aggressive in these situations.
That's it, the aggressiveness. 3rd and 8 from here, a field goal would be 51 yards. Bears bring 4. Rodgers got it. First down, James Jones. Inside the 25-yard line. The Bears have one timeout, the 2-minute warning. And Jones, who's had lingering injuries with his posterior cruciate ligament injury this season, is injured.
Well, despite all the shortcomings Aaron Rodgers has had in this situation this season, he really trusted James Jones in that situation.
Because that play was brought down inbounds, but the receiver, even with the injury, it still would have run down to the 2-minute warning. Handoff, first down, Ryan Grant to the right. No gain. Bears have one timeout left, and they're going to take it here with $1:54. So you may be looking, when all is said and done, if the Packers run the ball, don't go out of bounds, you could be looking at the Bears getting it back, field goal made or missed, inside of a half-minute left.
Oh, yeah, it'll be less than 30 seconds to get the ball back. So it's going to be run, field goal attempt.
And again, the Bears have to win this game and then win at Houston on Sunday to get in the playoffs. But they would need still some help. They'd need the Vikings to lose to the Giants on Sunday in Minneapolis. And they would also win a wild card if the Bears go win-win and the Cowboys and Buccaneers lose coming up on Sunday. But all those scenarios only trigger with a Bear victory here tonight. And again, yesterday the Bears sat back and watched really over the weekend, and they got the grand slam. The 4 teams that they really needed to lose did lose to add a lot of significance to tonight's game. Chicago out of timeouts. Grant tripped up inside the 20. From the 19 to 37-yard field goal from here. The attention turns to Mason Crosby, second-year man out of Colorado. You may have seen earlier the stat go by. He was the first rookie to lead the NFL in scoring since '85. That was Kevin Butler. Did it with the great Bears team of that year. Crosby's missed a 46-yarder tonight, made a 28-yarder.
And not the best conditions for a place kicker. Frozen field.
Third and 5, Grant again stopped by Kevin Payne, and it will run down to about 25 seconds, and Aaron Rodgers will park right to the hip of Ron Winter and take that timeout when the play clock runs down to 1. And the Bears will have about 20 seconds when they get the ball back after the kick by Crosby.
And Brian Urlacher on the last field goal attempt by Mason Crosby had good pressure up the middle, almost blocked it. You got to believe that they'll come with that pressure up the middle once again.
Brett Good is the holder. Matt Flynn going to put it down. Crosby the kick from 38 for the lead, for the pack. Blocked! The Bears block the kick! Out of bounds, Chicago ball. The Bears defense comes through.
Unbelievable.
Why is it unbelievable? This is how they score. This is how they win. Their defense does everything for them for years and years and years.
Alex Brown, who has an interception earlier, gets what could be a season-saving block. Watch the push up the middle.
Oh, just tremendous push. Alex Brown, you see him, number 96, off the ball. Look at all the hands up in the air.
Oh, our season was on the line. You know, it was a timeout, so we had a little time to really, hit the guys one more time and just say, hey, we have to block this kick. And Alex Brown came through like he's come through many times in the 5 years I've been here. That's what the team needed.
4 quarters weren't enough to settle this one. But when we return, Robbie Gould gets a chance to keep Chicago's playoff hopes alive.
Placement is good. Kick is on the way. And the kick is